remember one time a drag queen in New York City, who I won't say her name, she shit an apple out of her asshole. She had an apple in her ass and she squeezed it out, and then Thorgy picked up a piece of the apple and she ate it.
Okay, not a piece. Thorgy picked up the whole apple and she bit it because she thought it was a funny joke.
No, she did not, because the apple came out of her asshole, and then she bit the apple into pieces and spit it into the bowl of Mary fruit salad and passed it around. And then Thorgy picked up a piece of the apple and she ate it, and everyone was freaking out. And I was like, do you eat apples? Do you eat ass? Then why are you shocked if someone ate an apple that came out of someone's ass?
Oh no, that's different, girl. Because it's sitting in there, it's marinating. That's different.
It was not marinated. She put the apple in her ass like 5 minutes before she did the. No, I didn't know this. You're already the apple. She was my roommate at the time. That'll tell you what it is. But she did not put the apple in a week ago. She didn't put it through her mouth. She put it through her ass. It didn't pass through her system,
I guess. I also love like really artistic drag. Like we were talking about the other day how like Sasha, she was not the first one. I'm gonna say she was the first, but Sasha definitely popularized like that very like artful drag with like the projection and shit like that. And so I like seeing that, because I also love drag numbers that you think you're gonna get something, then the artist does something else. You're like, oh shit, and you just like open your purse. You like take all of it. That was so like, I just love those type of lights of the place.
I do want to say too, like, people don't give her enough credit, but like Thorgy Thor is legit one of the founders of the modern day Brooklyn drag scene. Like, what is hipster, funky, weird, artsy drag?
Yeah.
Like Thorgy as Rhea. We've said Rhea's name like 19 times.
I know.
Thorgy as Rhea, Mocha Light, Misdemeanor, Crystal something, Backspace, Charmin
McGriddles.
Yeah, a lot of McGriddles. They were like Sugarland was like the only fucking gay bar in all of Brooklyn, and these queens like turned it, and now it's like a fucking condo or some shit.
I'm also not in telling people how to deal with things. Like, for example, our good sister Chi Chi DeVayne passed away, and fans were on Evie. Thorgy posted like, "Read the room, mom. Now is not the time." Like,
what? Read the room about what?
I don't know. Like, Thorgy had like, I guess maybe Thorgy didn't have the information she should have passed or whatever. She posted something that wasn't about Chi Chi's death, and they're like, "Really? You're not gonna post about?" It was like, you don't tell people how to cope, when they should post, what they should post. It's not for you.
Also, like yesterday, I was really down, and because we were on the same season together, I was just looking at all this stuff with her, and it was just really like fucking me up.
Yeah.
And then I called, and then Kim Chi called me, and then me and Kim we're just laughing, like about the memories from Chi Chi, the hilarious stuff she would say, the crazy shit she would do. We're laughing about the time that she was lip syncing against when she sent Thorgy home, and just laughing at like how terrible Thorgy was in the lip sync when Thorgy did a wave and then a cartwheel, which was so. Who does a wave and a cartwheel during? And I'm telling you, that was so weird.
Treat meets. Did you like group projects? Do you like team?
I like group project. I like Thorgy. Working with Thorgy and Acid Betty was fun. I enjoyed them. I had a little drama with what's his name? Obviously.
When I was in 5th grade, we had 2 teachers. There were like 2 classes you take in 5th grade. Are you drinking? Are you fucking drinking? Do you drink at every fucking job you have, or just this one? Jesus Christ. Can I have one day where my coworker is not wasted?
Who do you think I am, Thorgy? Girl, I miss the road so much, because touring with Thorgy, she is such a hoot, a scream, and a key, especially when Thorgy is drinking throughout, which is every show.
You mean every show?
Thorgy just has her bottle of wine, and as the night goes on, she just gets more and more ridiculous, and she is so funny.
Yeah, let's just say Thorgy's not doing Sober October, okay?
But yeah, so me and Kamika used to talk, and then we would get home and talk on the phone for 5 hours. My grandmother would get, like, if Kamika would call.
Can I ask you a quick question?
What?
How does that microphone taste? Because you are, bitch, you are on that microphone, girl. Damn.
Have you ever had a dick like this? I have.
No.
I have had a chode before, and I was like, "Oh, baby, I can't even suck your dick." Like it was a wrap.
This feels like a parody. This seems like a sketch that would be on SNL. Like they'd be like, and now Mariah Carey is obsessed with ghosts. Have you guys heard that Mariah Carey's now a ghost hunter?
I will say I've heard that there are a lot of these production companies. They're looking for specifically like drag queens and like not extraterrestrial, paranormal stuff. Like specifically, like that's like a part.
Well, if y'all know, Thorgy has a ghost living in her house. So if you're out there and you are a...
Does she? Or she said this on first person?
Thorgy has told me several times about a ghost in her house. I don't believe in ghosts, but Thorgy believes there's a ghost in her house. So if you're listening to this, I'm done helping Thorgy in her career. Let's take a break.
I don't think we had an alt queen season 10 or season 8.
We had Acid Betty. We certainly did. Acid Betty is an alt.
Oh, Acid. Yes, Acid Betty.
And I think Thorgy is kind of an alt queen too. Honestly, Thorgy is.
No, Thorgy's not alt.
I think so. In my opinion, Thorgy is definitely alt. Thorgy does some really, really wacky out there drag.
Sometimes, but I mean, you and I have done some wacky out there drag. I wouldn't call us all queens.
And I also think that I would consider Thorgy an alt queen for sure. And I also think that Thorgy's also legitimately like what people know as the current day Brooklyn drag scene. Thorgy's like one of the first queens on that scene.
Pioneers, yeah.
I would Brooklyn. When I started drag, there really were. I mean, maybe, and I'm really saying maybe 10 drag queens who performed in Brooklyn. Like I can't even name all 10 of them.
I was gonna say 5. Let's say we're at an award show and Naomi Smalls slap you. Y'all are friends, but would you press charges on Naomi Smalls? But y'all are in an inner circle of friends.
Okay, to make this more clear, Thorgy did slap me.
When?
I never told you the story.
When did Thorgy slap you?
I never told you the story.
Okay.
I'm not doing a thing. I told the story with Tiffany Pollard. I've told the story before. This is a true story.
Oh, we need to breakfast with Tiffany?
Yeah, when I won Drag Race, the night I won Drag Race, I come off stage, I'm holding a check, I'm balancing a crown, I'm holding my scepter, and I get off the stage at stage 48, and the first person I see is Thorgy. I have tears streaming down my face. I'm like, oh my God. I don't know what I said. So I'm like, I just won Drag Race. And then she slapped me.
But like, okay, like how hard? Like this. On your face.
On my face. And then she like laughed and then like grabbed my face and kissed me.
That's not the same thing as this.
And I said, Thorgy, that is really inappropriate. I didn't laugh. Saliva Tuesdays. And I'm telling you right now, if Thorgy has one thing, it is the nerve. We were at this party and there was this tip bucket girl. There's one person whose job it is just to pick up tips, right? And it's usually like a baby queen who's trying to like, get up in there and, make a splash in the scene. So this baby queen is like collecting these tips. And then this one queen who came down from Philly, I cannot remember her name. She did Rihanna. She did Umbrella. That's how long ago it was.
Black Queen?
Yeah.
Vinchelle?
No, this was
Very
way. Tall? No. This was Vinchelle. This was when Umbrella came out. Probably it was long ago. So she was a really short queen. Not short. She was probably like 5'8". Anyway, she was doing this number, and then. So the drag girl Leopolitan gave her tips, and then she was like, this is not the amount of tips I had. And then she goes, they were going crazy. I know I had more than this. And then she was Leopolitan was like this like the sweetest I mean like
soft spoken,
yeah, like a timid, you know what I mean. And then this queen was accusing Leopolitan of stealing her tips. So then she was like, I think the girl made like $20. And then the queen was like, I made at least $200 on that tip. She goes, oh, did you? Thorgy goes, did you? She goes, at least. And Thorgy goes, okay, quick question. Bob, how much did you make in tips tonight? Okay. Monét, how much did you make in tips tonight? Okay. Azrea, what did you make? Okay. I made this. Okay. And Leah, what did you make? And then she did the math. She added those up. She goes, so you're telling me that all of us collectively throughout the whole night, we made $204 and she pointed, she said, and you
made
Oh, you know,
$200
Thorgy was
in
fucking drunk.
in one number. And the way that girl just looked at Thorgy like, you just ruined me. And I'll never get Thorgy. Also, one time we were working at Lucky Chang's. And there was this new manager that came in. This brand new manager came in, and he was the new manager in charge or whatever. And he was like, oh, we're interviewing all the new girls, because there was all the girls who worked at Lucky Chang's downtown and all the girls who worked at Lucky Chang's uptown. So the ones who joined uptown were called the new girls, but this new manager had started that day. So he pulled all of us in the upstairs office one by one, and as we walked in, he goes, I'm just interviewing all the new girls to see if there's still room for them here at the company. Girl, he pulled Thorgy in there, and he said, we're just interviewing all the new girls to see if they still have space in the company. And then Thorgy said, new girls? I'm not new. You're new. You just started today.
Sounds like Thorgy.
That I was like, oh. She said, I'm not new. You're new. You just started today. That I was like, that is honestly brilliant. And my dumb ass was like, well, we'll see. I walked out like, well, we'll see if I still have a job. I mean, I ended up quitting after that.